If losing those stubborn pounds has been challenging, why not try something new? Embodied Wellness provides a holistic centered approach that is root cause driven for optimal health. Joining us live with all the details on how they combine traditional and alternative approaches in science to deliver weight loss results is dually board certified psychiatric and family nurse practitioner Ifeoma Oku. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to have you on. So give us an overview of what the Embodied Wellness holistic weight loss program is.
Absolutely. So we are a holistic centered approach to medical weight loss.
Yeah.
And essentially what we're trying to achieve is really trying to understand those various underlying factors that impacts people's abilities to lose weight. And we do that through a number of ways. So as it relates to nutrition, we prioritize an anti-inflammatory dietary protocol that's really going to target issues related to like gut inflammation, for example. We also, in our program, focus on mindful-based eating, right? So understanding what it means to eat mindfully, more intuitively. And then for some people who are interested in medications, we may recommend certain medications or supplements that really target some of the underlying issues as it relates to their weight.
Yeah, okay. And so what are the steps to your holistic weight loss program?
Sure. So there are 3 levels to our program. The first level starts with a 3-day cleanse. And I always want to mention you are eating during the cleanse.
Okay, good.
You're not starving. But no, it starts with a 3-day cleanse. And really the cleanse is a reset.
Yeah.
So we're resetting the body, we're really resetting the gut, and we're going to prep it for the foods that it's going to receive throughout the program. Once you complete the 3-day cleanse, then you move on to level 2. And level 2 is really the kickstarter of the program. So you're going to be eating more anti-inflammatory foods from the list provided. And you're going to understand the core principles of mindful eating to sort of sustain you in the program. And so you're on that level until you reach your target weight goal, whatever that may be.
Right.
And then you move on to level 3. And level 3 is the maintenance phase. So by this point, you've adopted this way of eating into a lifestyle that works for you. You're understanding, how foods make you feel physically, emotionally, and that in turn allows you to sort of sustain weight loss.
Yeah, I like that you really dive into that and have your clients do the cleanse to kind of do that refresh and then get them on the right track. That sounds important. So what are some of the benefits people can have joining your weight loss program?
Yeah, so, again, the concept of holistic centered weight loss, right? So really understanding all the elements that make you who you are. So understanding your physical needs, your emotional needs, your psychosocial needs, and then essentially taking that information and customizing or tailoring the program that really speaks to what you're saying you need. So that's really a huge benefit for people. Another benefit is that we work with a team of certified life coaches. And that's really great because it really allows for people to work more one-on-one with our life coaches in order to sort of set actionable goals for success in the program.
Right. And how does a new patient get started with your program if they're interested?
Yeah, so the first step is to set up a consultation with us. And in that consultation, we'll get to learn a little bit about your needs, and then you'll learn more about our program. And if it's determined that it's a good fit, then we'll move forward in setting up that first appointment.
Oh, wow. And you have a special offer for our YCL viewers. Could you tell us about that?
Absolutely. So for the month of September, we are offering free 15-minute consultations to the viewers.
Yeah.
And then we're also offering 10% off of services for the month of September when they reference the show.
Oh, wow. It sounds like a really great program. And what's the reaction from your clients when they do see the pounds come off and they've done it using your approach?
The most important thing that people tell me, in terms of the program is that they have an awareness. They have an awareness about how foods make them feel. And that in turn allows them to make better food choices. It's not a standardized one-size-fits-all. It has to make sense for people. It has to speak to their specific needs in order for it to stick. and then, sustain itself.
Yeah, I like that. It seems like a life change and making long-term goals rather than those fast, quick diets to just quickly shut off the weights. It looks like you're really trying to make those changes for them long-term. So I think that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a lifestyle change for sure.
Well, thank you so much for informing us about this.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And to get your holistic weight loss journey started today, visit theembodiedwellness.com.